Hey, look at that. Helps if I don't mute my mic. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Willie, and we are coming back to Mad Games Tycoon 2. The game was released last spring as a full release, came out of early access, and the developer continues to update, which is great. And I'd like to show some of that off. I've been playing this quite a bit on hard mode off and on, and I've gotten to where I can have, in my last playthrough on hard, I had QA, graphics, sound, marketing, and support researched at the end of the first year and finished with a profit. And on year 2, somewhere around month 3 or 4, maybe closer to month 5 or 6, in year 2, had researched production. It was not easy to do, but, So we are going to load up. This is a fresh start. Went ahead and did all the setup for it prior to starting the stream. But as you can see, my guy here, I did give him a little bit of research points just in case. It's always safe in the beginning. Just in case. Let's see, what do we have here? Oh crap, we got a bunch of people. That's good. And it looks like, oh my god, 10 researchers? Jesus. All right, so we'll go through this in a second. Skill. And I believe we have skill. Yes, okay. Barbarians, desert is actually all right. Barbarians, Victorian age, that's not bad. Okay, so let's do this first. 4x5 is good. So, you know what? I'm going to turn on some music. I don't know. You shouldn't be able to hear it. I hope you don't. Because I don't want to get in trouble with the old YouTubes. All right. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to do my chat thing. Let's see here. Zoom in, zoom out. No, I need to toggle timestamp. No. Chat. Turn that on. Nope, nope, nope. I don't remember how to change this to the YouTube chat. I know how to change it. I don't know where to get the link. Copy current address. There we go. Nope. Properties. There we go. This is the only real problem with YouTube streaming is that every time I stream, I have to go in and manually set up the chat to show. Okay. And that is going to be a pain in the ass because that's right over my stuff, but that's all right. Okay. So let's go back over here. Okay. Now that we have our chat set up, actually, I think I'm going to turn that off until somebody hops in. And I think I'm going to turn myself off as well. That way you guys can see everything. Yeah. Okay, so here we are, a good, whatever, 5-6 minutes in. All right, we are okay now. I go ahead and spend the money on carpets. If I were playing on Legendary, I would not. On Legendary, they would have to deal with crappy posters. However, so what I like to do though is in the beginning I set up a small development room and a small research room. All right, so research. All right. And then we are going to give them some toilets. 4x5. I think that's correct. All right. So a little slow to get started. But, you know, if you've played this game, you understand. You gotta get a little bit going. Oh, shit. Okay. All right. So for now, we'll turn off snapping. Eventually, this will get made into 8 blocks long. And these will fit in easily with snapping for what I need. But for the very beginning, it's nice to just have a little extra. And also, by turning off snapping, excuse me, you can easily fit in more sinks and hand dryers. And if you scoot them over enough, like this, you can fit in another heater. Bathroom done. Wow. And then we will give them a lounge of similar size. Mm. All right. All right. And then lastly, the corridor. We do go ahead and buy one of these. Okay, and put a little heat in the hallway. It always helps. There you are. All right. And the last thing you want to do here, a couple of flowers, because sooner or later somebody's gonna fucking want one. So we just go ahead and put a couple down. Actually, we'll just put one down for now. And it's gonna go over here. Okay, so basic setup. I feel like I'm forgetting something though. Let's give them coffee. And we will give them water. There we go. All right, so we're sitting on $200,000. And we need to hire people. Oh, employee settings, that's right. No crunch time. Thank you, Mino, for that. Eat the corn. Hey, Rick. How are you, buddy? Okay, well, since Rick is here, let's go ahead and turn our chat box on. Oh, I hope you're doing well, brother. I would turn on my image. Oop, not that one. But it's dark in here and you're not going to see me very well. And it's kind of covering up my stuff. Yeah. Gotcha. Oh, I'm also, quote, working by streaming. Not that I make any money doing it. Anyway. Yeah, we'll leave those up though for now because you know, it's not covering anything up too much. Okay, but yeah, so now let's get our starting workforce here. Oh, oops. Yes, I'm the only employee. And screw all you guys that cost too much, just right out of the gate. Researcher. I've never seen so many researchers in the beginning of a game before. Not a big fan of dummies. So we'll get rid of those guys and guys that make bugs we don't like. Okay, sound artist, researcher. Game designer, okay. So we'll get a sound guy, programmer, Graphics guy and this guy. Yeah, it's going to be a lot, but actually, hang on a second. Two researchers. Okay. We'll hire them for now. They don't get paid until the month turns over. So let's go ahead and make this 6. With so many people for hire right away, that's phenomenal. Okay, so we will put that there. And hey, Rick, I'll ask you. I mean, I have it turned down pretty hard, but can you hear the music at all that I'm playing through iTunes? I'm hoping you can't, because I don't want to get burned by YouTube. But I can't play this game and not have music going. Okay. So we have our hires. Second programmer. It's too much right now. Okay. So we are going to start off with contract and commissioned work. Actually, we're going to start off with researching. We'll start with. Oh, that's right. So this is one of the new things. One of the updates that's come out more recently is automatic research. So you can come in here and tell them to automatically, you know, like when these things pop up, just start researching them. I try not to turn these on right away because you're trying to save your money. You don't want to spend any money that for anything you're not going to use right away. Speaking of, let's have a look at what are the contract games. Okay, adventure and racing, which I do not have. So we will start with. Oh man, that stinks. Racing. And we will get this commission work done. All right, and off we go. Woohoo! Almost 20 minutes into the stream. I should probably make note of these time marks and put it in chapters later. Okay, so pause the game because I don't waste time. I'm also looking for something to write with and on. So somewhere around the 18-minute mark. Okay. That's man. And this is the stinky bit because it's week 1 and there's nothing more my guys can do yet. But we can take this time. Oh, you know what? Maybe hiring 2 guys. No, I'm gonna. All right, topics for racing. We want transportation. All right, now, thankfully, still in week 1, we can make our first contract game. Oh, right. So I will tell you when I set up this game, I am playing in sandbox mode. I did turn on known target groups and matching topics and things simply because, I mean, I would still have all of that information available to me through the through this. Mad Games Tycoon Wiki. So if you ever play this game and you don't know that this exists, you should know. Uh, this is a great place to come and tell you like all your game setup numbers. The only thing, no, okay, and then down here, you know, you start getting all your topics with your genres. You know, it's handy. So I do usually have this up and on my other monitor, but by turning these things on in the game, I don't really need to have that up as much anymore. It makes it just, I play faster, I suppose. Oh crap, I don't have subtopic. Shit. Okay. I was really hoping in week 1 to get that started. Let's see what week 2 shows. Anything new? Nope. Same. No short assignments, so bummer. I really was hoping to have my guys working already, but that's okay. This is 1 week. Although 1 week at the end of the year could be all the difference between a profit and not having a profit at the end of the year. Of course, you know, just managing smartly also helps. Right now, these guys not doing anything. I mean, there's nothing really I can do. But now I can. All right, so transportation and desert. That works. Now, the other neat thing is these are contract games, man. So it doesn't matter. Like, if your topics don't match, so what? The whole point of doing this is to get experience in your things so that when you do make your first game, you won't have a bunch of blanks and it'll sell better. And yeah, so what you want to do is really work this to try to have a game once you make your own game, you want it to sell 50,000 copies as fast as you can so that you can unlock a spin-off. And that way you can keep working on the same IP. All right. Okay. And so there we go. Game gets started. And while that's doing that, then we just start working on... I probably should have instead went for the adventure. Pardon me. And as soon as that comes up, hand it over. Doesn't matter. %, so what? Look at that though. Money. And that is what I want, is to make a little money, and I got a little bit of experience in a few things. All right. Still no skill game. All right. Let's have a look at our people here. Anybody cheaper? Nope. Okay. Oh, go away, fly. Also, thank you for letting me know about that with the music. Let's go topics. Okay, so 4 topics. Actually, I need to... Let's open this. So I did go into the game files a while back, and I copied 2 of those files so I could take all the data from them. And I built a my own little cheat sheet here of topics by genre And then looking at the data, if you look at these, it tells you, all right, like which genre goes with this topic. And from that, I put together a list of starters. All of these in green are great. They all work for all first, I think up to your first 6 genres. These will work on all of those. So you can save yourself a crap ton of money, right? Like I got transportation for racing. I'll pick up riding, even though I've got desert and that works, but riding also works with some other things later on. But yeah, so in the meantime, right, we'll take that out of the way. So let's get where'd they go? Goblins. There you are. Sweet. Goblins. We're also going to pick up dragons, knights, and a few other things. All right. And now we're going to go back in. Goblins and dragons. Adults. And then here I only turn on just English, right? Because $2,600, nah. For all languages, meh. 40, 30, and you play this enough, you start remembering these without having to, because for whatever reason the game, well, I mean, I know why. The game won't automatically set these to whatever, because as you're developing the game, you can go into your design priority and change these to put more sound or more technical, you know. And then this, I only put in the appropriate features. Again, with contract games, the less money spent, the better off you are. Because it's all about just getting some experience into your genres and topics. And, all right, this guy we're going to get rid of before he gets paid. All right. Now, also, in the lower left hand of the screen, pause it. Lower left hand, you'll see these, right? 1, 3, and 4. 1 is the number of short contract work, contract games, and then people ready for hire. Those are always handy to have. All right. Hey, look at that. Another researcher. You know what would be funny is if the people you fired showed back up in the job thing. All right. Topics. We need knights. And then after that, we're going to get building blocks. And we will be done for a while with topics. All right. Oh, look, skill, finally. You know what? We're gonna go dragons and knights. But I mean, it's just this. It's burning through contract games. Um, and building up experience. As you can see, right, I'm starting to get stars in these. But yeah, so you get some experience into a bunch of your topics, or a bunch of experience into a couple of topics, and then you make your first game. I try to have my first game after or by the start of the second quarter. What are we missing? Nothing yet. Okay, so here is where. Hmm. Okay, I've got 92 grand. I am going to hit the bank. And I'm going to take 150 and start these guys on quality assurance. Now the real trick here is to not really overflood your market with topics. But we're going to do that anyway for a second. Dragons and Knights. But yeah, I mean, it's just, you do this for a while. I like to pause my game so I don't have any real lost time in the first year when I'm trying hard to really, you know, make a good first year. Yeah, okay. Because if we're lucky, we can have quality assurance researched and built before we make our first game, which may happen. And then before the fourth week of the month ends, pay off as much of your loan as you can. I mean, all of it, all of your money, as much as you can, pay that off before the month clicks over, because that's when you get hit with your interest. Oops. But I like to work through as many of these as I can. Oh, no, 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 no. Let's say knights and building blocks. That sounds good. The other good thing about doing this is for every game, right? Once you've made 5 games, you unlock another platform to sell on, right? So I don't know how many games I've made already. 3, 4, 5, 4. This might be my 5th one. So that's always good. You want as much of those available to you by the time you make your first game. And that's that, Mattress Man. I mean, here we are. I mean, it's kind of boring in the beginning, but I mean, I'm telling you, like I'm 35 minutes into playing this game, and I've only made it into the second month, but I just unlocked sequels. by having an awesome contract game. And look at that. Okay, next platform. Good. All right, so see, dragons starting to kind of, I don't want to really overdo that. So we'll do knights and building blocks, actually. Actually, I think I'm going to turn all of these on. I probably should have. I mean, it saves money, but man, it also gives you those little bit of experience in those things that will make your game sell even better. So, I mean, it's just kind of a. I mean, it's not going to matter in about 20 minutes anyway. Oh, no, no, no. Hand over the game. Now, luckily, you don't get banged for bugs, at least not right away. I do know that later on in the game, you will get banged for bugs, but you can assign your QA to bug fix only on your contract games. Oh shit, okay. And look at that, we are out of contract work. All right, before we start our game, we're gonna take another look at employees. All right, we don't want any of that shit. Okay. All right, so we are going to develop our own game now. Skill is the priority or the whatever, the trend. Dragons. All right, dragons and building blocks. We'll make a dragon builder game. How about that? Now, engine, and I do have 2 platforms now to sell on, which is nice. It's kind of unfortunate that I didn't get a few more contract games in right away. But that's okay. You can continue to do them throughout the game, which I recommend as you get new genres, perhaps, or if you want to just work up, some experience on topics. I mean, why not? And so now, once this completes, you are not going to hand over the game. You are going to continue working on it because you're going to have a bunch of bugs that need to be worked out. We'll get QA built. So we're going to continue development. And I usually go for, I think it's 3 weeks. I go for a month-long build. Oh, I need to pay the bank back. And it's not going to be a whole lot, unfortunately. But that's all right. And once the month clicks over, I'll go ahead and spend the money to build a quality assurance. So let's pick up another topic. I do like World Wars. I like parallel worlds also. They come in handy. But for now, we'll just get one. Oh, I'm at negative money. Damn it. That's not good. All right, so we'll make a small. We're going to start with a small QA. Not going to cost a whole lot of money because I don't want to go too far into the negatives. But I do want quality. on my first game. Um, Actually, no, that's good enough. What am I missing? Shit. Let's put that door where it should go. Nothing. And I like to put a little clock on the wall here. They are going to get water since the other room got coffee. Later, when we expand, each room will have a coffee and water once we can afford it. Now, getting a game tester is going to be random for now. So what we will do is just get a couple of programmers. Actually, we'll get a programmer and no, programmer. All right, and now because we have QA, improved gameplay. And look at that, going straight into the negatives. But never fear. So there's also, here, I'm going to put you over here. He's a researcher, right? He's not really super helping, but he's also not sitting there. Later, brother. All right, we're going to turn this off then, and we'll turn this off. Nope. Turn that off. No. Turn that off. All right. All right, now. We're going to tell it to continue developing for infinity. And we're going to wait through the end of this week. And then right before it turns over, we'll release the game. That way we get a full week of development. And if you want to, you can come in here and look at the development report. It'll tell you how many weeks right here at the bottom. 4 weeks, current estimated rating. You know. So what we will do is go ahead and release this game. It's a skill game. Qatari looks good to me. %, not bad for your first game, sir. Let's go ahead and give it an update. Everything. I mean, you know, I doubt there's bugs. There won't be bugs, but also now that you have your QA, you can go through and start making all your game reports. Although I only do a couple at a time because, you know, it's time to make another game. But we'll make a little money first. And it looks like I'm not going to have a whole lot of money to, I'm not going to have any money to pay off yet. But we will before too long. Bam, bam. But yeah, I mean that's basically like the first quarter of the game. And I had a game going before the beginning of the first quarter, which is good, but I also didn't have a whole lot of contract work right up front, so kind of evens out. But look at that. 3 weeks of selling that game. And I can already completely pay that off. And now we're going to get another 200 grand. Oops. Pulp of the wrapper. All right, so at this point, this is where I would go in and just make, you know, a game to put in some experience on some of these topics. Yeah, okay. All right, and this is where you would go in and choose this for bug fixing. Do we have any game testers yet? We do. And he's a dummy and he's expensive. Damn it. Technician, no thank you. You know. We're gonna take him anyway. All right. Now we are going to continue for just a minute to get these bugs out. Because what you don't want is to release a game with bugs. And I don't know if that happens in the first year or not, but if you release a game and it's got bugs, you will lose sales. Okay, I did make an update. Good. Now to the bank. Maximum. Thank you. And now we will make another game. Puzzle game. Building blocks, and we're gonna go goblins because I don't want dragons to be completely used up. This is my game, not theirs. Okay. Do this correctly. Now it does look rough in the beginning because I am in the red off and on. But once you get a couple of games going, it'll help. All right. Now it's been going for a week. That's good. All right. All right. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to flip this around and see if I can't get a high sound stat for this game and potentially get a sound award at the end of November. Now this is something else that I will do is once we get around here in this part, I start going through the employee list and seeing if I can find cheaper workers. All right. I probably need an, okay. Let's go back to do this now. Actually, just take this all the way. Maybe we'll get Developer of the Year, Game of the Year, maybe? The good news is we are finally back in the green on money a little bit, not a whole lot, but enough, right? And once we release this, that will also help. Okay, Puzzle Taitu is always good. They always pay you more than anybody else. Nice, we got a hit. And pause the game for a second. Oops. Goblin Maker. And we'll give him an update. All right. Spinoff was unlocked. Look at that. That's good. That's very good. We also have a little bit of money. What week? We're in week 3. Okay. What? How are you going to tell me there's no short assignment and then tell me there is one? It's crazy. Or did I already? No, I didn't already do it. What's that? Oh, QA has it. Okay. So, All right, and a spin-off off of Dragon Builder. Okay. So when you make a spin-off, you need to remember to remove your genre, pull your topics, all that, right? And then also over here, right, it's going to be set up for what you're spinning off. This is set up for skill, so we'll need to remember to fix that later. However, for now, we are going to make, let's go ahead and make a racing game. Whoa. Actually, hang on a second. Transportation, desert. Desert cargo run. That sounds good. Okay. Actually, we are. We're going to do this commission work and make some money to pay. Let's see. 6. Yeah. Okay. All right. Graphics guy. Oh, yeah, he's too much. Pause game. All right, so we'll pay off the bank. And we are going to grow QA just a little bit. All right. Now we will eventually make these rooms 10 squares long. And they'll have 8 people in them with a break in the middle. Just, open up the room a little bit. However, in the meantime, let's get another one of these. And where are we? Okay, I'm gonna wait for this week to click over. But we will take out another loan. And we'll get a little extra just in case. And these guys are going to start with the graphics studio. And then while that's going, we can build our support room. And all of these rooms get made the same in the beginning. It's very, it's a good little room build. Oh, okay. And carpet and coffee. And a lot of people may ask, why are you putting water and coffee in their rooms when there's water and coffee in the break room? Well, they will leave their rooms to get water and coffee and then go sit back down and not be doing anything, so the cost is worth it. You know what else we need? We don't have any medicine cabinets yet. Put one there. And we'll put one out here. What I do like to do is get training room learned at some point pretty early. And I will train my researchers to work. Well, I'll train them for research, but then I'll also train them for marketing and support, so I can take these guys when they're not doing anything and use them as office workers. And in the meantime, looking up at the games that sell, I mean, they're doing okay. I mean, I'm making money. And just like that, you just keep paying it off as fast as you can. Instead of waiting for your own cash to build up and then spend it, you can borrow money and then just pay it back as fast as you can so you don't lose a whole lot of money to interest. And that way, I mean, you can put yourself several months ahead in this first year. Pardon me. And like that, now I'm only going to be paying $1,200 instead of the however many it was before. All right, and let's go ahead and get a large booth. And we'll just put all 3 of our games in there. Sweet, Goblin Maker went up to 99 hype. Dragon Builder went up to 73, that's good. Desert Cargo Run, I got like 20 points. It's not horrible. Now, how long has this been? 6 weeks, okay. Now, I do want to get one office worker. so he can start his customer support, and I do charge for those calls because it's all about the money, yeah? You know what, let's go ahead and hire that graphics guy. And we'll put him in QA for now. That's always handy too, having more desks in QA. If you don't have a bunch of testers yet, you can store people. Like I'm about to build a graphics studio, so if I see a decent priced, graphics artist, yeah, Now, I don't think I'm going to worry about graphics on this game because it's been in development for quite a while. Let's not do that just yet. Let's make a small graphics room. Yeah. We're going to go ahead and finish this. Racing usually doesn't have a developer right away or a distributor, so I usually just put it into skill. Nice. Do one update. You will go back to making game reports. And you will give me your graphics artist. You will give me a graphic artist. You will give me a programmer. And you don't have anybody, damn it. All right, you're going to stay over here for now. And bank, current credit. All right, well, wait for the week to tick over. Third platform has been unlocked. That is nice. Bank paid off. That is also nice. Couple of these faster ones. Yeah. Actually, I think what I'll do is go back to the bank. And we are going to take out just enough. And we are going to research training. Let's go ahead and get my... yeah, we're going to do training because we need to start training our researchers into office workers. Although, to be fair, I mean, I need to find cheaper researchers before I start. And just like that, I can already pay it back. That's awesome. Come on. All right. Now here's the funny thing. I've unlocked a third platform, but there are none yet. So that's also a decent sign that you're getting a little ahead. Also note that all of these are fully starred out. These will get starred out. This one will get a fourth, so that's good. All right. And this is where we're going to start seeing a lot more money going out. But we'll also have more money coming in shortly. So you start off small with your rooms. So that you don't blow out too much money. And then just come back, in a couple of weeks when you have a little more money. And you just grow a little. But I mean, as you can see now, we're in the month of August. The bank is paid up. Now, once we get here, right, we start extending how much we're going to be spending on the game. And my hope is to be able to hit the bank in just a second. All right. Sound Studio. And let's have a look at our job market. Graphics artist. He's dumb, but he's cheap. So we will keep him for now. He's cheap. You. Come here. And for my building in the way I set up. Training rooms are going to go down here. I don't Big carpet takes care of all of that. And I mean, that's all you need to do for that room. Okay. We're okay for now. All right. Now, eventually, I do expand these rooms as well. And we will, with the expansion, give it a little more heat. Move our water this side of the door. All right. And we are going to take this office worker who's doing nothing and put him in there and help research, even though it's not a whole lot. It could be the difference of a week, maybe. So where are we? We're at an hour and almost 20 minutes in. And in our first year, right? Now, where are we at? Okay. Now, if you ever want to, you can just go in and look here. Okay, look, this is the best graphics we've ever made in a game. That's good. We'll just leave it at that for now. Actually, $40, $50. Yeah. Let's see if we can really boost the graphics now. Game designer, graphics guy. Two game designers, wow. I've got a sound guy, so we'll move him to here to make room, and we'll hire that other cheap game designer. Let's look at our finances for a second. All right, so at this point, we probably should not build the sound studio yet, because that is going to cost an arm and a leg. We're going to need about we're going to need a lot of money. So the good news is we've got the bank paid off, right? So there's that. Our monthly statements, right? So we need to stop a lot of our outgoing money outside of game development at this point. And like that, okay, and we are close to the end of month 9. No, you're okay. Yeah, I don't have my camera turned on. And Sound Studio is almost done. Hang on a second. If we did want to build one, let's see, I would need 4 of 5. This would be the smallest I could probably do. Actually, it's not as bad as I thought. However, the yeah. Now that one, the door goes in the corner. I guess we are going to build one of these. Okay, so I could have made it a little smaller right away, but Can I fit it? Nope. Okay. That's all right. We're going to build it like this for now anyway, because as we expand the room, this is how they'll be set up. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'll need to go one more this way as well. Okay. Now, sound studios can be a pain in the butt sometimes for, you know, getting your motivational stuff, right? So, I mean, the carpet helps a lot. Carpets help a lot. And if we get any game awards, a lot of times they'll go in the sound studio because you can't put things on the wall. We can, however, give ourselves another radiator. And what do we have here? Just game designers and programmers. Programmer, sound artist. Graphics guy, he costs a little too much. I try to stick around $2,000 or less for the first few years, if I can. I need more programmers. So that's a programmer. Let's put a game designer or 2 in here. We'll just put 1 for now. Okay, and job market again. Researcher, programmer, boo. Okay, so let's go ahead and expand the room. I don't know if I want to do that just yet. Why won't it let me? Oh, I took the door out. There we go. Okay, so we'll just leave it for now. Let's look at our finances first. Annual statement. Oh, of course, I'm looking at the wrong stupid thing. Annual balance, negative 316,000. And I think we still owe the bank like a bunch of money. Oh, we do not. That's right. I did pay them off. Hot dang. Okay. So from here, we can just keep looking for less expensive workers to bring down the amount of money going out. Although I'm not going to get better on game designers for a while. So, no thanks. Maybe later. I am surprised that we have not seen any, not any more game testers. Come back, water, keep on. All right, and you can go back to customer support. All right. Marketing. Let's go ahead and expand this room a little bit. And, you know, we can throw a trash can in these little rooms. All right, now negative 287. Okay. How long has this been in development? 9 weeks. Oh shit. Well, we're gonna let it go now. Actually, you know what? We're gonna continue. We're gonna sit on this for a while. Because we need to start spreading these games out, or else they'll all start going to zero sales all at the same time. And in year 2, you're going to be hurting for a little more cash. But yeah, at this point, I start kind of looking at my annual financial statement, or sorry, my annual balance every week. And I'm just kind of seeing what else I can still research in the first year, which might not be anything. I might actually be able to get B plus uh, game size researched, the cost of it done within the first year. Like with research, as soon as you tell them to start researching, the cost for that goes out of your bank. So as long as you start that research in the 4th week of December, it'll account to this year's finances. So if you do have plenty of profit, like more than enough, you should absolutely spend that, I think, in your first year. All right. All right, so why was he cold? Oh, just because right there. Okay. Let's move it over a little bit. Maybe that'll help. That's good. So we're just going to let this game run for a little while, I think. Oh, the dogs are barking. Actually, what we will do with some of this money now is go ahead and expand our sound studio. Oh, boo. I forgot about this. Okay. Well, we'll save this for over here. I forgot that my sound room design is changing to these kind of carpets. Because I've got a new shape, if you will, for the final room. I forgot to give them a water. Okay, and we will give them another heater. That looks good. Game designer at $2,000. Yeah, you're going away. Because you're in QA. All right, there you go. And $91,000 negative. And hopefully this will also be a trendsetter for as long as I worked on it. But it probably won't be. However, it did make it up into the 90s, and that's good. We're going to give them an update. Get all of our commission work going. That is also something you do not want to forget to do, is commission work when you can. Oh. And there you go. I mean, that doesn't hurt. And now Dragon Riders is at 100 hype. And it's about to start selling like crazy. So not bad. So Eye Candy soundtrack, I mean, dang. Oops. All right, so Game of the Year award. Put you by that door. Graphics will go by the graphics door. Sound, well, actually, here's what we'll do. We'll put sound there. We'll put graphics over here for now. There we go. Oh, and Developer of the Year. Shit, I had 4 of them. That's probably the second time I've ever gotten that many awards at the end of the first year. That's really good. So now my game sales will go up. And yeah. So let's actually put this over here. We'll put graphics back by the graphics room. That goes there. And the game is still paused for a second. We made our update. Yeah, I believe we did. Yes, okay. All right, we are going to work a bunch of these faster commissioned jobs and rake in some last minute cash for the year. Okay, now also, now that we have all of our, real research done, the next thing we're going to do is just try our best to not spend as much money as possible and let this 800,000 get up to 1 million, which will probably happen next week, actually. Licenses will be unlocked, and then we'll spend some more money. And while everybody else is just kind of sitting here doing nothing, I mean, don't sweat it. Game tester. It's good to get another one of those finally. I am not real big into console making, and I'm not big into arcade game making, so I don't really worry about technicians. I think what I may do, though, is get a few of those put out. So 500,000 in profit. Hang on a second, though. Let's build our marketing room out of this year's budget. And a water. And a trash. You know, I probably should not have spent that money, but whatever. Because I still have this, but I'll use this over here, so it'll be all right. We do have plenty of spending money right now. So let's get a few more topics. Bounty Hunter is good for action games. Uh, there it is, Parallel Worlds. Works is always also good if you're going with like the medieval IP, which is what I'll be doing. And in the last week, we will also try to start, another game and put all the cost of that game onto this year. Oh, I don't know if that's actually going to happen though. Damn it. It might. I'll have to pause the game, but come on. Oh, it's not going to happen. Damn it. If I'd started just a second sooner. Okay, and that is the end of year one. Okay. I have 1.5 million in cash spendable. I profited 913,000. Of course, I started with 500 grand, right? So 1.413. So the rest was bank, you know. But let's look at our list here. Okay, building costs, items, development, research. Right, $2.1 million worth of research in the first year. Monthly interest, I've paid 5,300. Miscellaneous, that much. But I brought in 4.4, almost $4.5 million in sales. And that all happens by starting your first quarter of your first year just banging out contract games and building experience into the topics that you want to use for your own games later so you can get more sales for having higher experienced topics and genres. And that's the real trick, man. Monthly statements, yeah. And that last month, look at that. I made $852,000 by pumping out a bunch of those contract games right at the very end. And yeah. And I'm ready to start building a new game. Unfortunately, I couldn't put it on last year's budget. But that is probably the greatest amount I've ever had at the end of year one. So we've got all of our genres researched for now. This stuff we don't even need to worry about. Well, this we don't need to worry about for a few game years. I'm not going to worry about that at all or that, but production will be my next goal. Because that's the next super jump in making a shitload of money. So now in year two, you want to try to just, you either want to right now at the very beginning of the year borrow the $3.5 million you want and start your research and hope basically that you can spend the rest of the year making that money back, which you should be able to do. But we are going to put this here as the other offline gaming. And thanks for hanging out. And with that, I'm done. Y'all have a great weekend.